Welcome to Top Shelf Men. I'm Reese, and today we're going to be discussing female solipsism from the why men and women cannot just be friends perspective. I'll be talking about a Reddit post in which a woman acts surprised that her many male friends want to sleep with her. This day and age, women are brainwashed into thinking that men and women think alike and are motivated by the exact same things. Women are taught that they are all wonderful and exciting and perfect by the virtue of simply being women. And with how awesome they are, then why would men have an ulterior motive to want to give them their time, money, and resources all for free? Then, on the other hand, you have tons of blue-pilled beta orbiters thinking that by doing favors, wasting time, and kissing a girl's ass, that this will lead to the girl realizing how special they are, leading to sex and finally a relationship. Then, the beta orbiters keep feeding women's delusional thinking that men simply want to be around them and give them free things because women are just so awesome and special. I mean, did you watch Captain Marvel? For the purpose of this video, I'll call them beta orbiters, but they are also known as nice guys, male feminists, or also opportunistic fornicators. Today's prime example of this dynamic comes from this Reddit post. All the men I believe to be my friends want to sleep with me. And dear God, who would have thought? Let's continue. But before that, do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button to help more men understand why nice guys finish last. Now on to the post. So I'd originally tried to post this on r Am I the Asshole, but it doesn't fit the guidelines. I figured I would try it here, as I'm sure a lot of XXC can relate. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I really cannot tell. That's why I need an objective opinion if I'm the problem here. I'm a 25-year-old female, social party type, happily single and doing my thing, right? I have a lot of male friends I met through the industry I work in, that I hang out with and see almost daily. While I'm a natural flirt because of the industry, I keep my sex life, which has slowed down significantly since my early 20s, she's only 25, private, and out of the same social circle I leave my day-to-day life in. Well, leave my day-to-day in. Okay. So, from the first paragraph, of course she's happily single because she's still young, presumably attractive, and gets unlimited attention from all the beta orbiters that hang around her. If she would attempt to be in a monogamous relationship, it would be much harder for her to keep all the beta orbiters around. That's why e-thoughts are always single, or eventually they get caught hiding boyfriends or a husband, as they know their popularity is largely due to betas hoping to have a chance to be with them, only if they spend enough money. She also mentions that she meets most of her male friends through her work or industry. Don't fool yourself, guys. Women are very well aware of the power they hold to ruin careers with a simple phone call to human resources. She likely uses this to keep an upper hand in her friendships, as she knows the betas are more afraid of her ruining their careers in case their sexual advances go unwanted. As with my other videos, I have stated that when a girl is really into you, you are meeting her representative, and you'll have a decent idea of who she really is within the first 18 months of dating her. That is the time frame in which generally women's masks come off and you get to know the real them. Same with the idea of asking a woman her notch count. Don't expect a truthful answer. With these things in mind, reading between the lines, you see she admits she is still in the full swing of her party years. Because she mentions that although single, her sex life has slowed down. But you notice she didn't say it stopped. She says it's private and out of her social circles. But how likely is that? I mean, really? When she admits she's having regular no-commitment sex and is surrounded by beta orbiters. Back when I was blue-pilled, I did my own share of beta orbiting. And yes, it did get me laid a few times. But what started red-pilling me was that after banging the chick, my blue-pilled brain presumed that that was the beginning of a relationship with those women, along with continued access to their intimacy. But you know what? It never really worked out that way. And I'm also sure that those girls never counted me banging them whenever they think about their total notch count. So let's read on. I have a few male friends who I love dearly. We go out and see movies, to dinner, etc. And I've always enjoyed their company platonically. Since I'm single, I don't mind jumping on a homie's back or letting them hold doors open for me. A little soft flirting? But I've always felt like generally it was platonic. It was a platonic agreement. Split bills, wingmanning each other, etc. I've always stayed vocal about my actual crushes, implying that I respectfully don't have romantic feelings for my male friends. So, here she admits that she treats her beta orbiters like boyfriends. She goes as far as close body-on-body physical contact by jumping on them, and admits to flirting, but she feels like there was a platonic agreement. This is why in the red pill space, Rich Cooper always says never trust a guy who says I feel instead of I think. Men who use I feel are wired to think emotionally and not logically. They effectively think like defective girls, where any statement they make is based on their feels before reals, and they have no conviction behind their statements. Always be careful with these types of defective males. That aside, deep down, this girl knows she's full of crap, saying the physical touch and flirting that she initiated was platonic. That's why she feels it was implied. She claims that she implies this agreement is platonic because she claims to be vocal about her actual crushes. Translation: she treats her betas like another one of her girlfriends. Or, if you want to be technical, she treats them more like eunuchs. And unfortunately, a lot of betas put up with that crap. Look, no self-respecting man would ever let anyone treat him like a girl, a child, or simply like he doesn't have a pair of balls. And if any prospective girl tries to friend zone you by disrespecting your manhood, put her in her place for disrespecting you and walk away. Alright? Reading on. I stayed over at one of my male friends' house after drinking. Yeah, we were both super drunk. And he tried to make a sexual move on me. And I admitted to him that I wasn't interested in having sex with him. Frustrated, he sighed and said, "You'll have sex with insert name of my crush, but not with me?" The rest of the night, I sobered up and I got a little paranoid. This paragraph explains what her gaggle of betas actually think about her. They think that she is a slut, and they're simply putting up with her, waiting to get their turn to clean out her pipes. Unfortunately, this is the thing that beta orbiters don't understand. And that is that if a woman doesn't have burning desire for you, she might bang you once, by accident, for pity, or because she's drunk. But don't expect her to suddenly decide to be with you. Some of you might think that that's fine, I just want my turn. But think about all the nights out, money, and resources you wasted to get just one pity bang. That's a lot of time you could have used leveling yourself up in your looks, money, or education. Once you have those squared away, you will inspire real burning desire from girls that would feel lucky to get their pipes cleaned out by you on a regular basis. You gotta decide for yourself, which would you rather prefer in life? Think about it. Reading on. This has happened a few times now with men who allow me to lean on them, taking me to the beach, helping me lift furniture, etc. Even though I always keep the mood goofy and platonic mood. I don't understand why me hanging out with guys isn't how it is with girls. Even though I'm sexually attracted to women, I don't expect to sleep with women when I get too close to them. I see them as friends when they are just friends. So, this has happened to her multiple times. And like the vast majority of women, she lacks the self-awareness to realize that it's her behavior that causes this. And isn't it said that the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again while expecting a different result? In this paragraph, we also find the best example of female solipsism, where she states that she does have some lesbian tendencies, but she doesn't expect to sleep with the women when she gets attracted to and gets too close to them. You'll notice that women tend to most commonly express their solipsism when you are telling them a story or about a life experience or something that somebody else did that is completely unrelated to them, and they always respond with something along the lines of, "I would never do that." Women turn around and make it about themselves or their feelings. For women, their solipsism is their default reality, and they are led by it with how they navigate the world. In this case, this female makes the ridiculous comparison of a passing attraction she has to other females with men's evolutionary wiring to spread seed and procreate. Of course, men and women are different, but then of course, most Westerners are brainwashed into thinking, nah, they're exactly the same. It's just that we are taught to be different. Blank slate and all that other egalitarian bullcrap. But for men who aren't idiots, we know that of course men and women are indeed different. And I'm sure she is also asking her female friend to take her to the beach, help her move her furniture, right? Alright, let's finish reading up this post. But my male friends seem to get frustrated that I'm around them but not opening up sexually. I don't know if it's selfish for me to be so close to straight men that I don't want to sleep with, but admittedly, I felt like it was too good to be true to have a safe relationship with a man, as a friend, without feeling pressured to have sex with him. Maybe for them it's the opposite. Maybe it's frustrating having a liberated person like me around that doesn't want to have sex with them. Is it too good to be true for me to be hanging out with them and enjoying their company and laughing and gently flirting when I'm not interested in having sex with them? Like, at all? Alright. This here tells me that this is a cope. And reading between the lines, she is admitting that she knows what she is doing is wrong. But she wants to do things her way anyway. This is a prime example of solipsism, entitlement, and the double standards we see in most Western women today. So I advise young men to level yourselves up instead of wasting time being a beta orbiter for some chick with more red flags than a communist parade. Look, these types of girls are only meant for fun. With the life choices that they've already made, they will get banged out by chads, and once they are ran through, they will either be alone forever because nobody measured up, or they will settle for the beta bucks side of the equation. Top shelf men are never beta orbiters, nor do they ever play Captain Save-A-Ho. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe for more. Or if you know other men who would benefit from this talk, then share it with them to help red pill more men. Now, have any of you guys ever been through a beta orbiter phase? Were you guys successful going from beta orbiter to boyfriend? Let us know in the comments how it went. This is Reese. See you next video. Peace.